Back in the difficult days of the Great Depression, which some of you might still remember, President Franklin Roosevelt came up with several attempted solutions to the unemployment problem. One of these was the WPA, the Works Progress Administration, which tried to employ people in large government projects. The head of that was a man by the name of General Somervell. One day, the general was confronted with a sit-down strike. The participants had taken over a public building and refused to leave. The police came in and tried to break up the strike, but to no avail. General Somervell came up with a very peaceful solution that proved effective. He simply went into the building, locked all the bathrooms, and took the key home with him. 6 hours later, the strike ended. A key is a very important thing, especially when it is the key to a very important place, like a bathroom. One of my very earliest childhood memories is from when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I went into the bathroom. Now, ours was a very old house that had the old-fashioned skeleton keys to lock the doors. Somehow, I managed to lock myself in the bathroom with this key. Well, then I started panicking because I didn't know how to get out. I could lock it, but I had no idea how to unlock it. I can remember my mother standing outside the door, telling me just to put the key back in the hole and turn it left this time instead of right. Well, I was way too panicked to do anything of the sort, and I probably didn't yet know the difference between left and right. So I just stood there and cried. Finally, the fireman who lived next door brought a big ladder, climbed through the window, and rescued me from eternal captivity in the bathroom. A key is important for getting into a place, but also for getting out of something. You all remember Harry Houdini, the great escape artist of the very early 20th century. He had some unbelievable acts in which he would somehow extricate himself from the most impossible situations, where he was shackled, handcuffed, chained up, and wearing multiple padlocks. Somehow, incredibly, Houdini would manage to get out of all that. Some of his most popular acts were quite extreme. There was one he performed often near the end of his life, where he would hang upside down in a tank filled to the brim with water, bound with heavy chains, handcuffed, and loaded with heavy padlocks. While underwater, holding his breath for over 3 minutes, he somehow was able to open all those locks, shed all those chains, and get himself out of this very precarious position. Houdini wanted to get out of something that was locked. Other people want to get into something that is locked. Both require a key, and the key is always the same for both. Today, Peter receives some rather significant keys, the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Now, many people have wanted to get into some very important places, like the bathroom or like heaven. Many people have sought the key to heaven. How do we get the key to higher things, the key to heaven in our life? How do we go from the things of this world to the things of the next? How do we unlock that door? Some of you may remember a long time ago, there was a very popular prayer book charmingly entitled The Key to Heaven. The keys to the things of above must be wonderful indeed. Today we are given a big hint as to where these keys may be found. Peter is given them as the reward for his wonderful response as to who Jesus was. Jesus didn't praise him by saying, "Oh, how smart you are. You have figured this out with your own mind." Peter was really not that smart. No, he is praised precisely because flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. You didn't come to this through your own intellect. You didn't reach this through the things of this world. God has given this to you. You have already gone beyond the things of this world and have opened yourself up to the higher things, to the things of the next world. You have been able, Peter, to unlock the chains which bound you to the things of this earth exclusively. And because you have been able to do that, because you have been able to see beyond flesh and blood, recognize something higher, and begin to live life on the next level, you already have the key in your hand. For it is precisely this which opens up a whole new world. You have used the key to get out of what was holding you down. And that has already opened the door you wish to go in. What an awesome revelation for all of us. A key is a beautiful thing, both to get out of something and to get into something. Over the years, several people have given me the key to their homes in various cities throughout the world. What a great act of trust that is, to give someone the key to your home. And when I visit these cities, what a wonderful thing it is to have a key that will allow me to have a place to go, a place to stay, to have a home. A key. We all long for the key to a home, to the higher things, to where we really want to go and where we really want to be. Let us take into our own hearts the message addressed to Peter. If we are able to unlock the chains tying us down to the things of the earth, we already have in our hand the key to a higher existence, the key to heaven. What is your chain? Is it pride? Is it fear? Is it distraction? Is it an old grudge, an old prejudice, an old hatred? What is it that is holding you down? When you recognize the chain, you will recognize the key. Let us treasure that key. Like Harry Houdini, break free from whatever chains are holding us down, and we will find already open to us a whole new wonderful world, the world of God. And this is the key to life.